beast, wanna see some more. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Shaggy little beast, wanna see some more. See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Shaggy little beast, wanna see some more. See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how still gonna keep the torch. Shaggy little beast, wanna see some more.
That's how I be happening. Just for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracked, put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother near. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weeks since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it down for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like the New Orleans. Real shine. Like the criminal. Yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling, code 304, she don't want a 16, renegade on a make it, buy a trees, no love, I'm asleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section, gotta show my homies I'm on now, both souls on the ground, never sold out, what you know about this, no glitz and glamour, under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras, before you get freaky, can't with no random, these sneaky, if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like the criminal, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at?
We need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one day, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Broke me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Get my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? The ghetto was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like the criminal, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like the criminal, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at?
The corner and shook my, now I'm finna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. a berth in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First run now for Kyren Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now. 2nd is short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kyren Williams, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a play. Shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Ridder to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trenton Simpson in there to drop him for a loss on the play. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Here's Ridder. His first throw of his playoff matchup is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ritter will set up to throw it. Flush to his right. This is caught by Tucker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 30.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action now. Jackson, he's going to look deep for Watkins. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Still going. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get across the 45. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that hole right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. That's going deep for Bateman. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Back to throw, Ritter. Touchdown! Trey Tucker as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point by Carlson up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Play action. Now Jackson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Carlson able to put this one through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 73 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
From the 33, here's second down and 7. Right back to Mitchell here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. First carry now for Justice Hill. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson now. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
First down, here's Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie things at 17 all. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. That feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Flushed out right. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ritter. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Ritter off the play fake. Open man is Tucker. Down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Ritter now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Ritter completes this quickly. Touchdown, Raiders! Brock Bowers from 3 yards out. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw is Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Jackson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Jackson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. From the gun, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Here's Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
2nd and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. It's a gain of 35.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Going play action. Ritter eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Ritter to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a big blitz down for a lot of defenses, especially if they sense that there's going to be a passing play, and they brought the pressure on that one and forced an incompletion.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They run over center with Mitchell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
These guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Throwing is Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now Jackson going to shift him around. They'll look to throw again. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.